Kia ora, Bestie Boos, episode 9. Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you, everyone who has been tuning in and all the messages we get. Oh, I love it so much when we get a message. Bestie Boos Show on Instagram if you want a message. And as always, please follow us on Spotify. It's sort of ticking along quite nicely, but if you've been listening to this, would love you to hit that follow button right up the top. And
Absolutely. It all helps. So thank you very much for those who have, and thank you if you're about to do it right now.
yeah. And another thing I would, if I could be so bold to ask, is that if you are enjoying it, I would love it if you'd share it with maybe like 2 or 3 friends who you think might be into it, because it's the only way it's going to grow, and would really like to keep doing it. So,
Totally.
yeah.
Thank you.
Just a bit of a plea
for
with
us.
you all. Yeah. We'll crack into the highlights, lowlights. My turn this week first.
Yes.
So annoying. Low light is I lost a $200 voucher.
That is a big one.
Yeah, that's a lot. And I can't
Shoot.
find it anywhere.
Where for?
I don't want to say because the person who gave it to me
Oh, fair.
might then hear, and I feel really bad about it. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I just can't find it. It was on a piece of paper. And so there's a part of me that wants to message them and tell them what's happened, because they might actually be able to print it out again. But I'm worried that they won't be able to, and then we'll both just feel really bad. And I just feel like it's rude. Like it wasn't on purpose. I genuinely have just...
A true friend won't care. Like, they'll want you to try and find it and hopefully reprint it.
$200.
It's not the end of the world.
But I would say the highlight of my week was when I was looking for said voucher, I went through everything because I felt so bad. But I was going through even my wedding cards from a year or so ago.
Oh, nice.
Found $100.
Baller.
Also, I felt like Samuel was trying to make me feel better. He was like, babe, here's the cheeky hundy.
Yeah. Lose a little, get a little.
Yeah, so that was me. What about you, gal?
Nice. Highlight of my week. I've had a great weekend. We went out Friday night for those who
Didn't we?
got to enjoy that. Saturday, got to meet my friend's new baby. So that was sweet. Holding a wee 4-day-old. Bless them.
Isn't it in every time, when you hold a newborn, you just go, they're just so little.
I know. He's so
You
cute.
couldn't remember them being so little.
I know. And then today, caught up with a friend who's about to have a baby. So it's been a busy
geez.
weekend.
Bless, good luck for her. I hated being pregnant. Did you enjoy pregnancy? Did it suit you?
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you just glowing?
No, not just glowing, but I did enjoy it. Like, it was fine. Because I didn't have, all the shit you had. I was all good. I took it in my stride.
I, unfortunately, on the other hand, was not so great. Yeah, I was sick every day for basically the whole pregnancy, and very sore and uncomfortable, a lot of fluid.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Anyway.
Lucky for some. And what was your low light? Or did you say that already?
Well, no, I didn't say it, but I'm not really sure. I always do this. I don't know. I just think with the low lights, I don't try and...
Was it not Saturday morning after we went out on Friday night? Was it not just waking up and being like, oh, yeah, I've got to be a mum and live life today, when really I just want to stay in bed? Because that's how I felt.
Yeah, maybe. But I was thinking about it earlier today. What's my low light going to be? And I think I just try not to dwell on it too much, any low lights, because when a week rolls around, I'm like, oh, how bad was it? You know?
Okay, you're the one that brought it into the whole show, so I just thought you'd...
Maybe we should just change the highlights. Don't be so sad.
Don't be so sad. We've got enough lowlights in these shows.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, fair, mate. Labubu dolls. That whole thing just went off.
Didn't it?
I'm seeing it everywhere now. I feel like everyone else is talking about it now. We went into a store just to have a look at what's going on in there. But what I didn't realise, I thought it was just Labubu, those funky monsters with the weird teeth. No, there is so many different blind box
Variations.
things you can get of all different styles.
And aimed at all different people.
It was tempting to sort of be like, is there one we want to get involved with?
Yeah.
But I was like, don't do it, Sam. Walk away.
I know. I actually couldn't help it, gal, and I went back and got you one.
Did you?
Yes, I did. And I thought it's Mother's Day coming up this week.
It is.
Luna probably isn't a week. There was just the funniest one that had your name written all over it. So I've got it here.
Okay.
Ready?
What is it?
It is crying again.
Crying again.
Because all the options you can get are just so funny. And I just thought that is so you, gal.
Crying again. Yeah, that is a bit of me.
I was tossing up between that and the Sad Club.
Sad Club.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Which one did I get? Ooh.
Oh. Do you know what this one's called? It's come with a card.
What is it?
Starboy. You got a boy.
Nice. Though a star, because that's what I always say to Luna. Like, that's Dad is that star.
Well, there you go, star boy from You're Crying Again.
I am crying again over my star boy.
Oh. I thought it was going to be plush, though.
I actually really like this, and I might buy some more.
No, they honestly waste of money.
How much was that?
I think that was like $25.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Came with a Happy Meal? Fine.
I don't have any of those toys at my house from Happy Meals.
Actually, can't relate.
Unfamiliar with it all, to be fair. I see there has been a hard launch, is what the youth call it these days on Instagram, of a new couple. Now, there was like paparazzi shots of Elizabeth Hurley, who is an actress. She was in that movie, was it Bedazzled?
Austin Powers.
And she was in Austin Powers. She's been in quite a few things, but not so much more recent years. No. And she has hard launched her relationship with Billy Ray Cyrus, the singer of Achy Breaky Heart, the father of Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
And wow.
I know.
It's all go.
That's so interesting, hey?
He has been very troubled in more recent years because he divorced Tish, Miley's mum, a few years or a wee while back. And then he got with a girl half his age, Fire Rose. She was in her 30s and he's 63.
I know. Yes.
So he got with her, married her, and then there was like an annulment of sorts, but it still cost him a lot of money because his net worth now, he's lost $10 million in the past year, his net worth.
Wow.
And he's only worth $10 million now. And Elizabeth Hurley is worth $40 million.
Sheesh.
I don't, is Billy Ray Cyrus a good person or not? I don't know.
I don't know. I did see like some sort of an awards show or something recently-ish that he went on, and boy, no good.
Hot mess.
He was having, hot mess. He was
Well,
having
him
a
and
bad
Miley
day.
don't talk anymore.
Oh,
No, doesn't seem to be a relationship there.
look at me, so sad. Oh,
Well, it is sad.
yeah.
It is sad, but unexpected.
I know. I
Like
mean,
a
good
real-
on them. I love it though. She's posted and she's like she's in a cowgirl era and she's like Tennessee weekends with a little love heart.
They apparently met on a 2022 movie, Christmas in Paradise. They were just friends though. And then when everything kicked off for him, like 4 or 5 months ago with the divorce and all these things that have been going on, she sent him a message and was like, hey, how are you? Just wanted to sort of check in as a friend. So they've been friends and then it's gone from there. And apparently she's quite good friends with Elton John.
Oh.
He possibly might even be a godfather of one of her kids or there's some sort of connection like that. Apparently he's a bit miffed about it.
Oh, did he
That's-
tell you that?
Yeah,
Is
no,
that what
yeah.
happened? You got word on the street. Elton's
Yeah,
upset.
me and him went for a walk down the yellow brick road and he just said, listen here, you can tell everybody that this
A
is how
Bestie
I
Boos
feel.
exclusive.
Yeah, straight up.
Oh, good. Thanks, Elton.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Australian girl, and then Kanye West was dating an Australian.
Or that Bianca Censor.
Yeah.
He married her.
Oh, they sleep. Are we really married? They're not like
No, they
legally
did get married.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got married.
I thought it was just like a
That's what we say now, sort of thing.
like what is it when they do with their blood?
And they're slapping hands.
You know,
Oh, like a blood pact.
slapping hands.
So that sounds like some aggressive scenario.
No, and then the other relationship that's really gone south recently with an Aussie, it's been bloody everywhere, so you kind of missed it. But JoJo Siwa and Kath Epps.
Yeah, so what did JoJo see famous from Dance Mums, isn't it?
Yes.
That's where she started off her fame and then went into Disney. She did the JoJo Boos.
Yes, that's right.
Singing, Dancing with the Stars. And then she went on to Big Brother
Celebrity Big Brother UK.
UK. And then now everyone thinks that she left her
Partner.
non-binary partner, Kath. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, if I just hear a Kath from Australia, just think Kim. Kim.
No, not that Kath.
Not that Kath. So they've broken up.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks she likes Chris and that Chris likes her.
Yeah,
and
that's
he's
the word
a
on the
reality
street.
star from the UK. He did Love Island, which he was so funny.
I don't know
in.
much about him, but I really liked Kath Epps, so I was sad for how that's all played out. You know, they went and delivered their partner to Celebrity Big Brother house, took them all the way to the bloody UK, and then got to watch that unfold on the telly. And then all of a sudden went to the after party. 1 hour into the after party, JoJo breaks up with Kath.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, no. See, I haven't looked, silly me, I haven't looked so much into the Kath side of it because I don't know her.
She's
Whereas
good
I'm like,
friends with
I
Abby
like Chris
Chatfield.
Hughes.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So she's sitting there at home and on the screen.
They didn't even want to apparently go to the finale. And JoJo's mum was like, come on, you have to go. So they're like, okay, I'll go. And we travelled all the way over to the UK to get broken up with.
Oh, man. And, like, I feel for JoJo obviously had her own whole journey in there and she's entitled to not be with someone if she doesn't want to be with someone and all of those things. But, yeah.
But if anyone knows how the media is going to spin stuff, it's JoJo. So just be a little more mindful.
She seems very aware of media and media cycles and stuff because of lots of things she's done in the past few years that are, like, really attention-grabbing that she had to know were just going to be a headline.
Oh, yeah. That whole karma situation.
I don't really remember, but I just remember she did something and it was really like everyone was not vibing it.
Yeah. I think she said she was the CEO of gay pop and that went down like a cup of cold spew.
Lady Gaga was probably like, what?
Yeah, among other people. Yeah, so bloody hell. The Aussies and their love lives this week. But
Jeepers.
yeah, shout out to them. Big election too. Big overturn.
Yeah. He gone.
Yeah, the Liberals who aren't so liberal over there apparently. See you later.
See you, mate. What was his name?
Dutton?
Elbow.
No, Albanese's back in. Dutton's out. Abby Chatfield keeps me up to date.
Is she quite good?
She's really across all the political stuff. And actually on her podcast, she opened it up to all the, what do we call these people? Head honchos of their parties to come on.
Oh, yeah, the party leaders.
And I think, I could be wrong, but I think Dutton was the only person who didn't come on. The other ones all came on and, yeah, had their moment. And what a great way to get through to a whole new audience.
Yeah. Well, we have a thing here in media in New Zealand. Once you hit a certain date in election season, like okay, let's say the election's on the 23rd of October, once you hit the start of October, there's like I can't remember what it's called, it might be Writ Day or something, where in media, if I, say for instance, we had Chris Luxon on More FM after that date, if we did that, then we have to offer that same spot to every single other party leader. So at first thought, you're like, oh, that's not so bad. But do you want to have the legalised cannabis guy on? Do you want to have the cat guy? You know, the weird little groups, you'd have to put them all on. So, you're like, they really shut down. So maybe Abby was in a similar situation.
I love all the logistics around that side of stuff, like how that all works, like you're saying in media. Do you know what I also learned this weekend? In Australia, everyone has to vote. You have to go and vote. It is illegal to not vote.
How are they policing that?
I don't know, but apparently they give out free sausages at the voting booths.
Yeah, well, too good.
Yeah, and as long, you just have to be in line when the booths close. Say it's shut at 5 and you're still out there and the line's 2 hours long, they'll still take your vote.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, even people who are overseas, because it came up on my TikTok, people have to find their nearest consulate.
With the census for us in New Zealand, it's illegal not to complete the census. You can get a fine. But, like, have you ever heard of anyone being fined?
No. Imagine if like what I've just said is completely wrong. Sorry about it.
So I've just Googled it, and you are correct. That is true. It is law. Everyone who is enrolled to vote over 18 has to vote. And if you don't, you get an administrative penalty fee. Guess how much it is?
How much?
Guess.
500.
No, way lower.
$20.
Yeah, 20 hug.
So if you don't want to vote, you just pay $20.
Well, yeah, the amount's $20. But if the matter ends up going to court, you can end up being fined more. So there was a man who failed to vote and he ended up having to pay $303 after being fined the maximum amount.
It wouldn't even be worth them going out of their way to find the people to fine and send the fine in the bloody mail to reclaim their $20.
And they have to have a valid and sufficient reason for not voting. So there's probably, things you could, my grandma's sick and I can't do it or whatever to get out of your $20 fine.
Explosive diarrhea.
Or you just, I'm just going to pay the $20, I don't care.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Rather than writing an email and coming up with an excuse. Could you imagine? They should do that here though. That's what annoys me is that so many people don't vote and then they are the first to whinge, aren't they? They're the first to be like, this government's crap. Yeah. Just thought I'd say that.
Yeah. Hot take.
That's my hot take. So I did some gardening the other day and there's a lot of green waste I'm still trying to get into the bin. And it's like really long stick scale. It's like a viney thing I've cut down. So trying to get it into my organic green bin, it's like trying to pack it all in and it's like smacking around everywhere.
Hard work.
Oh, gal, hard mahi for me. So Luna, who has to follow me everywhere I go, she had to come with. So I'm trying to get these bits into the green bin. It's out the front of the house, so I'm trying to keep an eye on her too. But she picks up one of these vines and she just smacks it in my face. And it just flicks me in my face and into my eye.
No good.
And I just had a reaction, as you do. And I go, oh, what the fucker? like, ow. You know, and I just hit it so quickly. And so now she keeps going, what the fucker?
What the fucker?
Why you say that, Mum? Why you say what the fucker? And then what I've done is I've reacted. And I've gone, no, don't say that. And so now she's sort of got that twinkle in her eye, my 2.5-year-old.
Bless her.
She says, you know, what the fucker? And gives me that look, and I'm ignoring and not buying into it. But that is the first time this gal has sworn on purpose, you know? Because when she was younger, she did this really cute thing for a while. I can't remember if I'd sent you the snaps about it. But she used to, there's a spot book, and in it you say good night to the foxes. And I'd be like, good night, foxes.
Bye, foxes.
Yeah, that's good.
Bye, foxes.
That is so cute.
So cute.
That's the thing that's so hard when the kids swear. It's so sweet that it's like kind of like, oh, say it again.
I know.
Come on.
Say it again, but don't say it at preschool.
Yeah. Say it now while we're at home, but don't say it anywhere else.
Not in front of Nana.
Yeah. Totally.
Natalie had sent us, because I mentioned I was going to talk about, you know, bad parenting, swearing edition. And Natalie sent us a message on Instagram, and she was actually similar. Her daughter, she thought she was saying Vikings. It's not what was coming out. Fucking. She
That
just
is
keeps
so
going like
cute.
that's only a quarter of the clip.
Oh my gosh, was that not on repeat?
That was
so
her
cute.
the whole time. It was such a cute video. Pans to Natalie's face and she's just losing it.
Your word.
Oh, I just love
That's
it
so
when
funny.
kids swear though. I remember my friend, a friend of a friend had a young daughter, and she was in her room in the morning and all she could hear was just, oh shit. Oh shit, mummy. Oh shit. And her mum comes out and there's like a 2-litre milk on the floor everywhere, and her mum just goes, oh shit, all right.
Yeah, that is a real bugger. That is.
Do you have one from Miller? Has he, you know?
Yeah, when Miller was little, we did that. Do you remember that trend? And it was like, go and put your kid in the bathroom and record them.
I love those
Yeah.
on TikTok. They're so cute.
I know.
So like what you would say to the kid, like you set them up with a camera.
Yep, you can go right now. You can say any swear word, tell all the swear words you want, but only when you're in the bathroom by yourself. So you can go in the bathroom right now. So he goes in, we shut the door. My phone's in there recording secretly, and he doesn't know about it. And then we play the recording back after he's finished, and it's so cute. He kind of does 2 in 1. He thinks it's one word, and he was like, "Fucking shit." Just so fucking shit. Okay.
I've seen one of a little boy, and it's like he just stands there for ages, and you just don't know what he's going to do, and he's just like, motherfucker.
That one's so good. That is so good.
Oh, my favourite story, though, has to be my niece, Evelyn. She is, I'll say 11 years old now, but this is when she was like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I wasn't in the car, but it's still my favourite story. Mum and Nicole were in the front. They're in the McDonald's drive-thru. Evelyn's in the back in the car seat. No other kids in the car. The McDonald's drive-thru is taking a while. Mum and Nicole don't say anything about it, but obviously she's picked up on something my sister has said before, her mother.
Yeah.
She's just sitting there and she goes, would you fucking hurry up?
Oh my goodness.
And we have this thing in my family, well, I just did it then probably, is when we laugh, we just shake, like in our shoulders shake.
Yeah.
And so when she did it, they just tried to be really quiet. Don't react. And so their shoulders are just shaking the car. And then Evelyn goes, ha! I'm funny, eh?
Oh, and she knows it, eh?
And she's still the performer now.
Yeah.
She's still that classic gal. But, it was just beautiful.
That is so cute.
From the mouths of babes, as they say.
Yeah.
Oh, if you have any great stories, would still love to hear them. So feel free to message us, Bestie Boos Show on Instagram.
They just never get old.
No, I honestly swear I've told that story about Evelyn. I don't know how many times, gal, and every time it gets a reaction like that.
Too good.
Bless her.
Anyway, gal, so just actually thought it was time for a bit of a mental health check-in.
On me?
Yeah, well, I think on us both.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. We're almost halfway through the year.
Yes, I know. And we have been doing some pretty heavy topics on the podcast, which, of course, we were going to because my life has been heavy. Mental
How
health
you been
check-in.
going?
I think I said this to you the other day. I'm finally at the point where I have good days and bad days. I think for the first year and a bit, it was just all bad days. Every day felt shit.
Yeah.
Even if we went out and did something nice, I could recognize that what we had done was nice and that I like spending time with you, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Nothing was cutting through the intense sadness, just depressed, so depressed. And because it was really random, but I hurt my ribs in November last year. And then that injury went on and on and on and on and never got better, and I was going to a physio. But it turned out with my GP, they said that it was because of the grief. They said, yes, I had injured myself, but the reason it wasn't getting better was because my body's in fight and flight and my central nervous system's really stressed out. And
Yeah. Manifesting in funny ways.
yeah, and I was like, oh, well, like, it made sense. I just didn't expect it when she said it, the doctor. So they put me on some pills for that. And what those pills are actually also antidepressants, like an old antidepressant back in the day, but they don't tend to use it as an antidepressant because it's a much lower dose. Sorry, I'm getting into the semantics. But basically, I'm on 2 antidepressants now because of that. And I don't know, like I'm just sharing this because I'm honest about everything, and maybe in a year's time I'll regret sharing these things.
Oh, well, that's future year's problem.
Future year's problem. But yeah, I think bringing in that second one for the injury just topped me up enough.
That little bit more that you needed.
Yeah, just to get to the point where now I can have good days and bad days. I'm not crying as much. Like I've noticed that since taking those pills.
That's good.
Like I'll be honest, I definitely cried every day. Yeah, and some days a lot more than others. Some days it might have just been a cry for 5 minutes. Some days it might have been a cry for an hour. Hours, like, how long's a piece of string and all that. But yeah, I'm definitely doing better in that regard. But I find with the podcast, when we do a heavy topic, like let's say the last week, you talked about redundancies and stuff, and I mentioned a little bit about my stuff. But then following that for the week after, I've thought a lot about work.
Oh, like grading away at you sort of thing.
Yeah, and like sometimes I get angry about it.
Yeah. Well, that's fair, especially when you see them doing fun stuff.
Yeah, but it just doesn't feel, I feel like I just don't know. There's a lot of emotions tied into things. So it's hard because I'm not prepared yet to give up on the broadcasting thing. I really like talking to other people and hearing their stories and sharing my stories and connecting. And I just don't want to give up on it yet. It's like Sam died, so what, I have to give up both? It's just like there's a big part of me that wants to pack a big tantrum because I feel like I'm still 5 years old and I've lost her at the supermarket. Sometimes that's how it feels.
Like, boy, hey, remember me?
Yeah. And it's
We were cool.
It's not personal, but it's
Doesn't mean it's easy.
Oh, totally doesn't make it any easier. In literally the space of 5 months, my life just completely flipped in so many ways. And then I feel like I'm always saying that. And it's like I must be a broken record. It's like, yeah, Sam, we know. But it's like,
Man.
yeah. Oh, it's making me, I don't know how to fix it. But I am just going. I am just doing. I stress like when you asked, so you're getting it all now.
Go on.
Yeah, I stress about the future. I think, oh my gosh, I don't have enough money. I've got a big mortgage. I don't have a job yet. How long am I going to wait to get the job I want back?
Yeah, especially when you've felt ready for a long time.
Yeah, that's so true because I filled in
A year ago, maybe.
Yeah, probably it was nearly a year ago on breakfast, and that felt too soon, but I walked away from it going, holy heck, that's the best I've felt since Sam's gone because...
The escapism,
Yeah,
right?
no, but I felt like I was home.
Oh.
Oh,
gal.
they do the... Yeah. It's hard because I don't want to be seen as Yeah, like, because they haven't, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about it from my point of view and my feelings. And yeah, I feel left out,
Yeah.
but I also
But you're
don't
happy
want to
for them
admit that to
too.
people.
Yeah.
Like, that's hard. Like, now I think, now that I've said this, will I take all this out?
Quite possibly.
Will I edit this podcast? Will I sit there and go, don't put that in? Oh my gosh, like, shut up.
Yeah. But it's hard when that was 10 years of your life. You know, it's not like it was just a job you had for a year or even 2 years.
But I lost the 2 loves of my life overnight. Well, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't want to do another sad Sam crying on the podcast because I feel I don't want to be.
Yeah. You're a good girl. We can cut it.
I just want Sam and I can't. Yeah.
So if you can't have Sam, you want your bloody job at least.
Yeah. And then I can't do that. And so then that's the ruts I get myself in when I get upset is I sit in, how do I solve it? I can't fix Sam. I sat in that for a year trying to solve it. And so then now I'm probably going into the work stuff a lot more.
Yeah.
Because, it's like I've got to grieve all the different parts.
Oh, I wish there was something I could do to help that.
I know. And I'm, that's, I think we'll leave it there because I don't want to say any more about it.
I was just doing a check-in.
Apparently there was a lot to say.
Yeah, wow.
God, what's going on with you? Have you got any mental health issues you want to talk about?
Probably, but I tend to
Yeah, well, you tend to act like you're all together, don't you?
package and forget. Seems to be my style.
What is your style when, something in your life goes wrong? Because my process is shut down. Has
Yeah, I
been
don't
for the
know.
last year. I shut
I
down, I
honestly
pack
don't know.
sads, I wallow in private.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I think I tend to work through stuff as it's happening. And so that I don't get so worked up afterwards.
Yes, but you use ChatGPT a lot,
Yeah.
as we've talked about, so do I. Ever since you told me about how you can just talk to it with the microphone.
Oh, so you don't have
Instead
to
of
sit
sitting
there
there typing away, I just tap that microphone here and I'll whinge to it for 5 minutes. I'll take a pause for 30 seconds.
Yep. You can just pause for as long as you want and it picks back up.
And then I go, actually, you know what?
Another top tip, get to 10 minutes, even if you're halfway through a sentence, because it cuts out recording at 10 minutes.
Gosh, you've gone that long.
Yeah, it cuts out recording. And then you just wait, it loads all the transcription, and then you press record again and keep going for another 10 minutes.
Oh, and because ChatGPT, if you don't get the paid version like Sarah gets through her job, and you're just like me and you only get, I think, a certain amount of like times you can talk to them in a day before you run out of this super version, the voice note thing's a great way to get a lot of information out in just one of those hits.
Yeah, true.
So, I really recommend people to start trying ChatGPT if you haven't for any sorts of things. I think you'd be really surprised. Like this AI thing's happening now, and if we don't all get on board,
Yeah.
we're going to be those losers in the past sending chain emails.
I do feel like I'm well on board.
Oh, I don't want to miss the boat, Sarah.
Oh, you won't, hon.
Because
Don't
we
you
were
worry.
that generation that grew up with technology. Like it came in to our generation. We didn't have it, and then it came in, so we grew with it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I just always want to be.
I know. I remember when it was really cool to like send my cousin in Australia a fax.
I never had a fax machine because my family wasn't rich enough
My
to have a
dad
fax
had one for
machine.
work in his home office.
You
and
a home office?
he had a home office.
Oh my God, you grew up fancy.
I don't think so, but yeah, I would fax away to my cousin, and like, but it cost big money to send a fax, even. So yeah, big money. Probably not. It was probably like $2, but you know how your parents make
But
it out
that is
so
a
dramatic.
lot.
Yeah, can't be just
Do
sending
you know what that
pages
got me
all the
thinking
time.
about as well is when we used to pay for our texts.
Oh my God, do you remember when Boost 2000 came out? And like $10 texting?
Yes. Before that, what was 20 cents a text with Vodafone? I think they were the first sort of telco around. And then I remember they would sometimes, like their network would go down, but not down in a way where you couldn't use it, but just down in a way where they didn't charge you.
Ooh.
Do you ever remember that? And it would just
No.
shut down. And like next thing you know, for the next 24 hours, you could text as many people as you wanted.
Wow.
And you just went for it.
Nah, but I remember being so stoked when Boost Mobile came out. They were so good. You know, and you went to the dairy and got a wee scratch card with a code and you'd like type it into your phone and get your 2000 texts and you could like message all your mates. Just 2,000 times.
Remember when you used to have, I can't remember what brand did it, but the best mate thing? You paid like $6 a month and you could ring that friend and text that friend as much as you wanted.
So good.
But now you just use the internet.
I
You
know.
don't have to pay per message and things. Remember only having 160 characters?
Wild.
Absolutely unheard of.
Yeah, technology, hey? Boomers.
Speaking of boomers, the old generational divide. It's I'm now becoming more and more aware that I'm not in the young generation
Yep.
because of my nieces.
Right.
You know, like I was just saying before, I always like to be with technology and be on trend of things. I've always liked to keep up with music and
Yeah.
films and TV. I've liked to be
Yeah.
on the pulse with stuff. I like pop culture. Lots of people do. But I don't have the time to dedicate to pop culture like my nieces do, to sit on TikTok for as long as they do, to get with all the cool sayings.
Maybe that is what it is, because I was going to say it used to just come so naturally, you know, but I guess because you were absorbing that stuff because you had the time, and now we're bloody mums and stuff.
These kids, eh? They don't raise themselves.
No, time soakers.
But what happened the other day is my niece Sienna, she is 14. She threw over an insult at the other niece.
Yep.
She brought her plate out from the kitchen. She had some food on it, and she goes to her sister, "Okay, big back." I was like, Sienna,
That's so mean.
don't say that. She's like, oh, it's not like that. She's like, it's what people say, like when people have lots of food on their plate. So apparently big back is referring to someone who's really solid. They've got broad shoulders, like, you know, and they're bulky. And it's kind of meant as of a bit of a roasty thing.
Oh, right.
But then people also use it for people who are acting like that.
Right.
So as in someone who would get a big plate of food
Yeah.
was acting like a bulky gym, broad back, big back. And so then me and my sister had to talk to Sienna. We're like, we're not using that phrase. It's actually just sounds like another way to say fat.
Yeah.
And we don't like it and we're not about it. So
Yeah.
let's drop that one.
Sounds like she's calling her a gorilla.
Hey, you, big back.
Yeah. Calm down.
But you are a gal.
I am. That's me.
I'm just a girl.
A gal.
But you always like to have all the sayings. Like Minty B from last week, you always say c'est la vie, which is c'est la vie. But
I know it's wrong. That's why it's funny to me. But anyway.
Okay. But you were the one that sort of brought Riz to my attention.
Oh.
Because Riz is short for charisma. So they say that, like you got Riz and stuff. But I got a list of Gen Z words.
Oh, shoot. Here we
I
go.
want to do a test on you.
Oh, I don't think I'd know many.
Main character energy.
Yeah, it's definition me.
Yes. Someone who's living their life like they're in a movie. It's giving.
Oh, yeah. I use that one a lot.
What do you use it with?
Mainly when we're talking smack about our old boss. And we're
Give me
like,
an example.
I don't know if I can.
Okay. No crumbs. That's a good one, eh? So basically, no crumbs is to leave nothing behind. You've done something in a perfect execution. So, like, I don't know, you might parallel park and you'd be like, no crumbs.
Oh.
I just no crumbs that parallel park.
Or it's like you called someone out because they were, I don't know, being an absolute D-bag and you just had an epic, like, throwdown at them and you're like, no crumbs.
Yeah. But don't actually say that because I feel like it sounds lame now.
No, like your friends would say that to you to hype you up. No
Delulu.
crumbs. Yeah. That's
Short for delusional, obviously. But this one I hadn't heard, and my nieces, I ran it by them and they all knew it. Be so for real.
Be so.
Be so for real. 4 words.
Be so for real.
Was when
What
someone is clearly being ridiculous and needs to get a grip. Oh, be so for real.
Those people need to be so for real.
And then my niece was also saying, like, you might be like, for real? No, like, be so for real.
Oh, that makes more sense.
But I don't think you necessarily always say the other
No.
one first.
Are you sure? No, like be real sure.
No, be so for real. Because you're giving Delulu.
No
crumbs.
No
I
crap.
laughed so hard I popped my headphones off.
Oh, gal, no, I didn't know those. I've heard, now I sound real boomer. I've heard those bloody old other words that people say, and I just have zero desire to learn them either. The whole skibbity stuff. Like I'm like, actually, I don't care enough to
My nieces
understand
do
that,
that,
language.
man. They did that whole skibbity toilet and what the Sigma. And now Luna's going around saying, what the Sigma? And it just doesn't even make sense. It's just stupid. And then you can go online and buy some skibbity toilet guy because he said it. I don't get it.
I don't want to get it.
But I'm concerned that they do. Meme culture.
We were all young.
And apparently it's like, it's all about how many memes deep you're willing to go. That's the thing now. You just need to find the most skew with stuff. So another Gen Z slang. Have you heard of a pick-me girl?
I feel like I have, but if you asked me to tell you what that was, I wouldn't really know.
Girls who purposely don't want to be like other girls and they want to appear different so that boys might like them. So a girl that's like, oh, I don't like makeup, I skateboard. Like they're pushing away the gender norms but like people say that they're doing it as to be like, look at me, pick me, like pay attention to me.
Oh, interesting.
But I was like, oh, they've got all the phrases.
We really want to rip each other down, eh?
I
Maybe
know.
she's just being herself, and then like someone's like,
I
"Stop being
know.
a pick me."
I'm so glad we didn't have that saying at school because I probably would have said it to someone because I was stupid and young. No, I wouldn't have. That's what you were supposed to say.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't even go to school with you, but I can bloody bet. Rude.
Did you ever have a mean nickname about you at school?
Yeah, and then I went home and told my dad that people were calling me a mean nickname, and he thought it was so funny that he continued to call me it and pretty much still calls me it. Did anyone else live with that kind of traumatic household or just me? Was that too much?
No, what's the nickname? We need to hear the nickname.
Fishy. I don't know. They just said that I look like a fish, so they called me Fish. And then I went home and I was like, Dad, the boys at school are calling me Fish. And he thought it was so funny he called me Fishy for like the rest of my life. I thought that was kind of normal.
I had one at school given to me by, she's a friend now and she actually listens to the podcast.
Was it a mean nickname?
Samantha Backstabber
Ooh.
instead of Samantha Baxter.
Oh, well, on name nicknames.
Yeah. I just want to say I'm not a backstabber. I'm actually a really loyal friend. And
Disclaimer.
I don't know why she said that. I think it was just an easy target because of my last name.
Yeah.
I hope.
Well, my middle name was, well, it still is. I haven't changed it.
I still got it.
My middle name's Louise.
Yes.
So when I was growing up, people used to say, Sarah Louise, her pants.
I bet there's a lot of Louises out there and I'm sure they all got that.
Yeah. I know. And actually, like, jokes on them. They could have had so many better jokes when they found out I was named after Sarah Platt of Coronation Street, the teenage mum.
That's what you were named. I was just Sarah Platt from Coronation
Sarah
Street.
Louise Platt.
Oh, tough times.
It was.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to ring your father after this, so. Speaking of ringing, Mother's Day is this weekend.
It is.
It is. And I wondered if we could try ringing my mum.
You told me about this and I am all for it.
Because I've, all through childhood, okay, you know, I would say to Mum, I love you. And she'd go, yes, dear. Okay. Like if you text it and I'd be like, Mum, say it back.
Yeah.
And it's not because she doesn't love me. She's just not used to it. She just didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I'd pester her. I'd be like, Mum.
Different generation, eh?
Yeah, she'd be leaving the house and I'd go, love you. And she'd go, okay, see ya. And I'd go, love you. See, oh, yes, I love you, Samantha. Yes.
Yeah.
You know? So I thought we could try ringing her. And I'm going to try and get her to say I love you to me without me saying I love you to her.
Oh, by the sounds of that preamble, it's never going to happen.
Yes, dear.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you at tea?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. What are we doing for Mother's Day on Sunday?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. I thought I'd just ask.
I suppose we could think about it now that you mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it next Sunday, is it?
Yeah, like a week from like Sunday the 11th.
Sunday the 11th.
Yes.
All right. Mother's Day.
Yeah. Be a nice day, won't it?
Why?
Well, Mother's Day is a nice day.
Yeah, I suppose it will be.
Yeah. Well, you know, it'd be a nice chance for you to spend time with me.
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just want to talk to my mummy.
You're whatever.
I'm a whatever.
Mm.
So, do you have any favourite kids or?
I think the youngest is, at times favourite, and then the oldest is at times favourite.
Oh, right, playing the field, I see. How do you feel about your kids?
I'm not on anything, am I?
What?
You know what I mean.
No, you're not on drugs. I just want to know how you feel about me.
Oh, I don't want to be honest.
You just got to say it, Mum.
What?
You know, just say it.
What, that I love you?
Yes.
Oh, God. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Lindley.
Oh,
I'll see you soon.
God. Bye.
Love you.
Yeah, you too.
It only took her like 2 minutes. Bless her.
Oh, man.
Oh.
So we've come to the end of the podcast for the day. My turn to bring something to the table.
Yeah.
I actually have two little things. First one's just an interesting thing. Did you know, well, I'm assuming you're the kind of person that says please and thank you to ChatGPT.
I know what you're going to say. I've had to stop.
It's costing the company millions for people being polite. Because if you didn't know, ChatGPT has to use up a lot of energy, a lot of computers. It takes a lot of power. It costs a lot of money. So, yeah, when we're using ChatGPT for things that maybe aren't important,
Yeah.
it's costing them.
Yeah, and I think the trick is if you want to still be friends with your ChatGPT, just ask it in a polite way the first time round. And also the owners of ChatGPT have told us that it will not be offended if you don't say thank you at the end.
It just doesn't feel right.
I
Because
know.
in about 50 years, when AI takes over this whole world, I want my AI to know I always said please and thank you.
And I
Not
think
going to take me out.
I can't believe it. Like, it's Google must not be getting used in the same way anymore.
I don't use Google in the same way anymore. Huge difference.
Because you used to Google those same sorts of questions, but then you'd have to trawl through all the
All the responses.
all the pages yourself to find the answers. Whereas now, in about 10 seconds, you can get it to do all that work and summarize it and give you the best answer.
Totally. It's such a game changer.
God, it's like we're a bloody plug for ChatGPT.
I know, we're
how
just like
much we talk about them.
spokespeople for AI.
Self-appointed.
Yeah. We're not making any money.
Yeah, it was mind-blowing though. What I also don't understand is they said that there's like factories for ChatGPT.
Yes.
And I'm like thinking,
Huge factories of computers.
yeah, that's
Like
weird, eh?
computers, like supercomputer. It's insane. Like the
Yeah.
more you look into it, it's actually not good for our environment. It's actually a factor in climate change.
Like, where is this factory?
That's a great question.
I'm
We should
thinking
go
it's-
there.
Boring.
Yeah, okay.
It'd be grim.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to bring up, this is a meme I saw the other day, and it's just stuck with me since. It's the meme, every generation gets a blue dog to help them. The generation now has Bluey. The one before them was Blue's Clues. And the original blue dog, Snoop Dogg.
That's a good
Da, da,
one.
da, da, da.
I like
You just
that.
see the pictures of the three of them there, and I'm like,
That's good.
Snoop is the OG. He was the best.
Yeah, that's good.
I still listen to his music, often by choice.
What's your fave?
Drop It Like It's Hot would always be my number one because I just love the Snoop. Yeah, okay, I'm not going
That's
to
a
do it
good
because I'll
one.
leave it for him. Anywho, off we pop. Catch yous later. Feel free to send us a message as always. Have a great week.
Have an absolutely fantastic week.
Ka kite anō.
See you later.